Hey guys, Filthy here, showing you guys how to beat large numbers of Barbarian Reavers. I wasn't even going to make this video because I find the Thralls and Reavers to be fairly easy enemies overall. The Chosen start to be difficult and the large late game Barbarian camps are pretty difficult, but I wasn't even going to bother with a guide video for the Reavers. Except I discovered this in one of my playthroughs. This is relatively early game. I have a kind of partially leveled group of brothers of varying abilities and backgrounds, and I encountered a high chance famed camp of a ton of Reavers with some Barbarian drummer support, and suddenly there was a need to talk about beating large amounts of Reavers. So let me break this fight down for you, talk a little bit about what I learned from it and how I would approach it in the future. This is what we actually find in the camp. It doesn't tell you exact numbers. Plethora is always 14 plus, so knowing that there's a plethora just gives you limited information about that overall. We found 19 in this camp. You can see our gear is pretty early game gear, a mix of archers in the back line and people in like 200 is some fallen hero gear, some 210 gear, some 190 gear, and some 115 nimble brothers for the early game builds. All right. Here's what we encountered. A mix of the tier 2 Barbarian, the Reaver Barbarian, with a fair number of two-handed weapons and a mix of one-handers and two-handers with a couple drummers. The drummers are kind of weak enemies. They're not really enemies that we care about. The enemy itself doesn't really do anything. The Barbarians have a ton of stamina. Supposedly you can make them fatigue out. I've never seen it. The drummers reduce their, heal their stamina each turn, but we don't really care because we're just going to ignore them. They're a creature we can kind of ignore. This fight for me was all about archers, which is convenient because this is a Band of Poachers playthrough. For me, it was a series of couple turns of backing up while shooting, focusing on the two-handed two-handed Reavers as much as possible. I don't want to get hit by these hammers. I don't want to get hit by these maces. I'm okay to get hit by the axes a little bit. I'm okay to get hit by the javelins. I'm okay to get hit by the cleavers. These weapons are weapons that the armor can deal with, and this is why you have armor. But the two-handers are weapons that we really can't deal with. Not a lot more to it than that. There's a lot of them. So trying to get some damage on them is good. Trying to split up the waves in which the damage arrive is good. The javelins and heavy throwing axes that the Barbarians use are pretty nasty, but they're not as nasty as being hit by two-handed weapons in the face. So for me, it was a lot about kiting a little bit at the beginning, backing up, doing some damage, and then selecting the targets that had to be dealt with and positioning the guys who are tanky enough to deal with them. There was a lot. This for us in this stage of the game. This was a close fight. I mean, to be honest, it's a location with a 50% chance of a famed item, which is really, really high. For comparison, Orc Warlord camps are about 60%, like 57% or something like that in the late game. So this is considered a high value camp by the creators of the game, and it was challenging, but not that bad. Reavers are not a super terrifying enemy type. They are kind of the equivalent of a higher damage, lower survivability raider, in my opinion. And they don't have any back rank, so they're pretty predictable how they engage. Who would I bring for this fight? I would bring archers for the ability to kite, but in general, what you want are people who can project damage onto a single target, because there are high priority targets in this fight and also lots of low priority targets. It doesn't really matter if I do damage to these one-handed axemen to begin with, and it really matters if I get these two-handers out of the way, the ones who are going to cripple my brothers for the entirety of the fight. I brought a mix of what I had available, which is a mix of a couple megas, a couple frontliners, pretty low quality frontliners, brothers who are picked for convenience in the early game rather than because their stats are so great, and some decent archers for shooting across the course of the fight. I do have one famed bow here, but other than that, I'm using hunting bows, which are pretty sad weapons overall for damage, and just kind of really mediocre early game stuff, war brands, barbarian hammers, this type of stuff. So it's a fight that's doable pretty early. If I had to take this fight and I had a little bit more option for gears and brothers, I'd still probably use a pretty heavy back rank, I think, of archers. The archers seemed very good versus this. The Reavers, unlike the Chosen, don't have very good armor, so the archers don't take as many shots to get through the armor and start doing health damage, which is really nice. I liked maces here. The idea behind using Barbarian maces in this fight was to reduce the damage of the targets that did get on top of me. That's okay in the early game when you don't have a better option, but in general, I think what I would prefer is just anything that will reliably let me kill the high threat targets first. So swords on low accuracy brothers, axes for just good single target damage, etc. And I did like a couple megas to just deal with the fact that some of my brothers are going to have to stand in a position where they're going to get hit. You can see actually on the screen right now a little bit of an issue. Backing up is not always as clear of a, not always as easy as a task as you would like, because your brothers don't always act in the optimal turn order relative to the barbarians. So we almost got caught there and it would have been awkward. And this way we get one more round of engagement. Anyways, I wanted to show you this kind of cool fight. It came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting to see Reavers be a relevant conversation topic, but here it is. So enjoy. I'll show you the full clip after this, and thanks for watching. See you soon. So many Reavers. I wonder how many two-handers there are. The Reavers are pretty nasty. Really have too much tanking going on, not enough damage going on too. Could have Blade Filthy here. Probably. I mean, where does our damage come from? It comes only from archers, and I'm worried that we won't be able to hold the front line versus with only archers. We just might not have enough locations. Do I want to bring the mace, or do I want to bring real damage too? Take whips in a fight for possible disarm. Sure. Let's take a look. How many two-handed weapons? Is this doable? These aren't chosen. They all have fucking helmets. There's 7 two-handers. This isn't chosen. There's not a single chosen in this fight. These are all Reavers. Thing is, I think we have to make the decision to engage or not this turn, right? Pretend they're orcs. They're not like orcs though. These are closer to raiders. I think we could handle 19 raiders. Do you guys want to just do it for science to see how fucking tanky these Reavers are? I kind of want to do it for science. Like, I think, of course, the safest play is just to walk away and be like, we don't have to take this fight. But I want to fucking see. Like, how big of a deal is this? These are raiders. Like, I would take 19 raiders here in a heartbeat. Especially if 3 of the raiders, they're not archers. They just don't do anything. They just buff stamina, right? So I think this is withdraw a step, take high ground. Have to go down, unfortunately. I'd really like to leave the axe there. I can wait here. Okay. I want to see it. I don't want to ult F4. I haven't ult F4'd for a single time this playthrough, and I don't want to start. But I would like to see what the fuck's going on. I'm scared of the throwing weapons. Like, kind of really scared of them. Although it will stagger when the two-handers arrive, I guess. Uh-oh, block my own spots here. I really wish you weren't down there. Should have moved him back one. See, I messed that up. I could have moved. Anyways, it's annoying. think I want to keep backing up. See if any of them actually engage into melee range or not. So if I stand and shoot here... Thanks, crewman. They're breaking down here. Do we just start laying waste with the archers? Turn done. Fuck me. Think their second round is going to be engage or not. I need this tile. So we scoop 2 back here and reload. No, it wasn't. This is such a scary move here. I don't know if I can describe how, because if this guy runs in and locks me in melee, right as I back up, I leave holes on my archers. And the way it works, the archers aren't all moving ahead of the rest of them. Like that. That's the scary shit. It's lucky. No, Mora, you need to hit that second shot. It sucks. I don't know, guys. Archers seem to be wrecking these things so far. Oh, it's Billy, not... Why doesn't it show me the adrenaline buff? So it's... Hold on a minute. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. Actually, we're okay. I hate that this mega doesn't, this fucking dodge mega doesn't have rotate. It's so bad. It's so late in the build not to have it too. Thought I brought an extra shield here. Apparently did not. I guess this actually controls that tile. The tree's actually pretty helpful for us here. Should have attacked the one without a shield, of course. Really? That much fucking body damage? Really hoping that would kill for the bonus. I keep getting kills on Kijin, and he doesn't have Berserk, and the other guys do have Berserk and Killing Frenzy, but half the archers have Berserk. Almost all the archers have Berserk, and half of them have Killing Frenzy. It's kind of annoying. Let's start work on this guy, I guess. Wish that guy was dead. So I want to move up there. Not sure what to do about this. I might die here. But I can't let him get on the archers. This is the weakest link right now. Could walk there and just rotate. This would be there and rotate. That works pretty good. Guess that guy's still an issue then. That guy will have to go there. He doesn't have. He could go there. Who goes next? Don't know.
A generous bestowal.
Thank you, the Alchemist. I will add you in. Infidel defilers indeed. Cheers to the donation. Okay. Fight's been pretty good so far for us. Let's try that. I should stop focusing my fucking banner. Taking 20 a turn now for 2 turns. It's probably a dead banner. Mora! Save the banner for a turn. It's focusing cleavers on us is pretty shitty. This guy's gonna get in some trouble. Running out of melee. What is that noise? Why would I have a error noise from that? Could rotate him. I'm gonna die if I do that. Missed there's pretty bad. They're not gonna have enough to rotate there. It's awkward. Oh, they will. Good. Their morale seems pretty fucking good. Chosen the new goblin fight. This isn't a chosen fight. But yes, the chosen are the new goblin in the sense that we need to figure out how to do it. We don't have an answer quite yet. I need Orange to not miss every single fucking attack of every single fight. She just never hits anything. Two things we need to focus. Need to focus that. Did I recover last turn on him? I did. I can rotate the banner back a tile with Billy. I have to leave that tile open then, so I can't move there to shoot. I can move there to shoot the chosen though. It's probably worth something. I have to wait until after Billy's rotated though. Pretty sure Billy is more valuable than the banner. Breaking him is great. Okay. There's that 30 melee defense doing work. Finally a hit. Oh, I should have definitely changed over there for ammo. Scared to get this guy any closer. Rotate, doing its normal, saving lives from across the map. 2 saved so far from Rotate. Pretty pleased about that. He just broke the Orc shield. Lol. Alright, this was basically as close gets for us. Like, I mean, maybe that's not entirely true. This was fairly close, right? So, it wouldn't have taken many more rounds for our front ranks to fail. So that, overall, really wasn't bad. Here's my 47% famed item. No? Could I please have famed items from time to time? Please! This is what I thought going into it, though. Like, it's weird that it's that high of a famed item chance even. Why? This is the same chance we're getting. This is like, so late game Orc Warlord camps are like 57%. This was like a 47% chance on a famed item for Reavers. Those aren't even chosen.